What I feel way more awkward than usual. Hey everyone! Welcome back. I'm here with a guest star today. Guest host.
Yeah. I guess.
We don't have much of a plan today. I have a bunch of footage I recorded a while ago of me doing a makeup. I kind of remember the makeup, and I kind of remember the footage being just like terribly filmed. So to make it a little more interesting, we're just gonna get rolling and react to, this is probably like the first or second thing I ever shot on this camera, so let's see.
So,
oh no, it's fine. We can start here. I'm just putting on my foundation. Right? Yeah. I think, so the idea for this makeup was to use inverse colors, I'm pretty sure. Because usually for makeups you use like oranges and pinks and reds. But so everywhere I would use like orangey tones. Typically I try to use purples and blues and greens and just experiment with some color theory in that regard.
it's good that you see. It looks like you did this and filmed it way off center intentionally now because you left
exactly for us to sit here and judge
watch
me.
it and talk about it.
All right, going in with some concealer because I wasn't pale enough, I guess. I also do remember that this is like back towards the summer when we were outside all the time. So my shoulders are like 12 shades darker than my face. And that'll come into play later.
I mean, are you gonna change it or did you want to be like pale?
No, I like...
I mean, you are kind of pale.
Right. And it wasn't that my face had a lot of sun on it, just that like my shoulders were. But it makes it look like the foundation I'm using is like 12 shades too light.
Also very well lit right now.
Yeah.
Maybe too well lit when you're actually...
Yeah.
But you're using like a mirror thing?
Yeah,
with the
I
lights on it?
and I had the ring light.
Mm.
Ooh, but it looks nice and smooth. You can tell it's in the summer because my skin's not all just like dry and patchy and terrible like it is in the winter.
Yeah, when you're leaned back, it's much more like even and yeah, it's good.
Right, and I like
It's good so
using
far.
actually paler tones for my foundation because what am I doing here? Who knows?
Being
Totally out of
super
frame.
off camera. Are you pasting down your eyebrows or? Are you,
Oh no, that's
just got
white.
highlights?
That's like a white pencil. So I'm guessing I'm probably gonna go over it with color later. So I'm just shaping them out with white for now. So when I go over with color, you'll be able to see that instead of doing like a natural brown or something. No, but I like color. I like paler foundations because then colors really pop and are really vibrant on it.
Right, and I don't think you're that pale actually. Once you're leaning back away from the lights, it's nice.
Or
and
leaning totally out of frame.
right. Did you? I guess it's hard to check.
Ooh, blue. I went with blue. And I like the I got the sharp straight brows going on for this.
You could have called me. I could have like helped check your camera angle for you.
Nope. Just gonna do it all on my own. But hey, the quadrant that you needed is in frame. You can see.
Is it the?
You can see the eyebrow I'm coloring.
You
so
could have just cut out everything else and just fit that to the frame, and you would
yep.
be good.
Just zoom in. That's all you needed.
Kind of angry eyes,
This is my like Vulcan,
angry brows.
right? Isn't that Star
But
Trek
blue
or
is not
something?
is like not an angry color. So is that part of the contrast thing you're gonna?
No, I think.
Oh,
I always have to do that.
like
Make
that.
sure my
I like
eyebrows
that
look
move.
good.
This?
No, I think it's because my hair tone is actually like a really warm brown. So like a blue to me was like
Oh, okay.
sort of opposite of that. Doing cool tones versus warm tones here. That's the theme. Once you set your concealer, you gotta buff it all out. I always like to put my concealer on, put my setting powder, do my eyebrows, and by the time I'm done with my eyebrows, it's about time to brush out my setting powder.
When we were trying to figure out like what I was gonna do in this video, she was like, "Oh, you can just like ask me questions about what brushes I'm using," and I'm like, "I don't know."
Just be
I'm
like,
just gonna assume that-
be like, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna assume that they're right.
I'm shading with purple.
But there's a reason.
Normally, I use like a taupe. I'm like yelling. Normally, I use like a taupe or a bronzer, especially with this being more towards the summer. I've said it like 5 times now. More of like a bronzy shade, like orangey coppery. So here I'm going in with a purple instead, where I would typically put like a bronzer. So on my cheekbones, and then to shade my jawline.
I noticed you like suck your cheeks in. I do that when I'm trimming my beard to try and get a straight line.
So you can see where the actual bone structure of your face is.
Which I need to shave right now, but
You could have done it for the video.
That's too much work.
And here, I believe what you can't see is me going in with that color around my nose. Doing a little bit of contouring, but with a purple instead of a brown. Oh yeah. Which, like, contouring really only works for photos and videos.
We did that in like theater though. Like I learned how to do the like highlight on my
right,
nose.
and it's good on stage, but you're never gonna convince anybody in real life that that's what your nose looks like. But it's
There's some good makeup artists.
right, but it typically is much more effective on film than in person. So don't like freak out if you like do your contour and you're like, what's going on here? Just like take a selfie and be like, oh, okay.
It's too dark. I need to.
Yeah, so
Yeah. How hard is it to keep your mouth closed when you're doing your eyeshadow?
I think impossible.
Oh.
I don't think my mouth is ever closed. I make some very interesting faces.
What's going on here? Tell me about what's going on there.
Okay, so I was putting, because normally I will do whatever I use for my contour just on my eyes to get it down in the crease, give my eye some dimension. And now here, where I would normally use like a pink for a blush, I use the blue.
It kind of looked for a second like you were using the same brush, but I guess not. But it looked like it had purple under it.
No, that was the same brush.
Earlier, I was like convinced that your brush was just purple.
Yeah.
I didn't.
So here I'm using like a teal as opposed to like a magenta, because those are opposite on the color wheel.
Is magenta what you would normally use for that part?
Yeah, anywhere from like a peach to a magenta.
What was that? You kind of just looked like you did your whole face.
What do you mean?
Like, what did you just do? Let's go back.
Oh, I don't know. What am I doing here? So I thought that the teal was supposed to be my blush, but maybe that was more of like a where I would use a bronzer. Because here I'm going real heavy with some purple. I don't know.
Dope, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe I kind of liked it before the purple. I'm second guessing.
It's very like Merfolk right now. I feel like you look kind of like underwater person, like someone that lives under the sea. Yeah,
but I'm sort of sad about how the purple like washed out that nice teal I had going on.
I think they kind of fade into each other now.
Right, which is kind of the point, because like you never want like.
Also, again, it's hard to tell when you're so close. When you lean back is when you can really see it. Do you have any like final shots of this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just when like you're
I don't know if this was some seriously found footage from the old memory card or something.
And even when you're doing ordinary colors, you don't want like a line of contour, a line of bronzer, a line of blush. You don't want.
I mean, I think you could do that if that's what you were going for, but that'd be a very specific style.
Yeah, you don't obviously want 3 different colors. You sort of want all that to blend and have a natural gradient on your face. Here, just go in with blue on the edge of the lid and the crease. This is almost always how I shade my eyes, but because of my eye shape, this is the style of shading that works best. Really emphasizing the crease and the outer edge, just to make my eyes look a little more open and more wide and make it appear as if I have more lid space than I actually do, since I have hooded eyelids, as they're called.
I'm pretty sure I have that as well.
Yeah, which is where like your top crease sort of like meets your lid.
Right.
Gotta blend it out. I feel like this is
It is very contrasty. That's very dark.
You know, first layer.
Right. Are you gonna go? I guess you're gonna go back inside of that. Now, are you like doing your?
I guess.
Okay, there you go. You're
see.
adding more color on the inside of that right now. You're kind of framing your eyes right now.
Yeah.
Before you add the rest of the eyeshadow.
Right, and you always, for my eye shape and for most eye shapes, you want to go ahead and get your darker shades in your crease. Just like if you were coloring a picture, like figure out where you want your shadow. Just like when we watch Jazza, and then his highlights are always the last thing he does, you know?
Or like figure painting.
Same idea. If you want to do your wash before you do your dry brush.
Right.
Yeah, I feel like anybody who does mini painting, figure painting, honestly could learn makeup.
And like maybe be super different.
Yeah, it's a very similar skill set. I'm just going in with concealer here, so the part where I didn't have shadow is just like cleaned up a little bit.
Or
and I
if
have
you're
like sharper edges. Ooh, green.
If you're a makeup artist.
Oh yeah, try
get
painting minis.
Yeah,
like super fun. Figure painting is awesome. It's all about just like light and shadow and shape. Ooh, I'm like, this is the green did something for me. I would love for y'all to be able to see it. All right, now we got the dark blue going under the eye. Just rounds the eye, makes a larger color underneath. I did blue underneath my eye today, although today I kind of like I'm questioning it, honestly. Kind of like got like a like butterfly wing like shape to it.
Oh yeah, like between your eyes and your eyebrows.
Right. I feel like maybe I could even like it.
And even the
do that
purple
on
kind of shading
sometime.
underneath.
Yeah.
That would be a cool like makeup design. I mean, I'm sure that's been done a billion times, but you know, you
like,
can make it your own. Butterflies are all
whenever
unique.
you get your like face painted at the Renaissance
Classic,
Festival, yeah, you know, it's the butterfly, and then you got your antenna going up like on your forehead.
Doing some eyeliner there. Probably. Mascara?
I think what I was doing was taking.
Guess what she's doing off screen. You don't find out until you come back into the camera. This could be, maybe that's how the makeup video
I'm pretty
should
sure
be.
I took the white, like that same white pencil I used on my eyebrows, and I went on my cry line with white to make my eyes appear a little larger and brighter and fill in the space in between the shadow and my eyeball.
Now it looks like you're just like blending that in.
Yeah. Just filling it all out.
Yeah, you kind of like
body break. Ooh,
it
came back. Ooh, wait, what? Wait. We need to pause. Like, what happened? We went off. Look at like, all right, doing some eyeshadow. Yeah,
you definitely have something else
like,
on your lips and like a shimmer. You got like.
I just have like 5 steps into the makeup and showed like none of them.
Oh no! You added like some highlight.
I clearly have like highlight.
Shimmer.
I have lip color on. I have full on eyeliner now, both top
Kinda
and bottom lid.
Kind of looks like maybe you faded, but that could be you just like maybe put some powder or something on that kind of blended all the purple and blues. Like it could just be the white shimmer that's added there.
So here's, I think if I remember, so I went in, highlighted my cheekbones and my nose, which sort of helped blend in all the colors, just a little like highlight over top, and then I went in. Because normally you would do brown, darker freckles, but I'm doing the reverse here. So I went in and did white freckles.
Which is super cool. It's super cute. Now it's like Martian-y. Like before I was thinking like underwater,
like
now I'm like, oh,
vibes.
you're kind of spacey, yeah. With the shimmery, like, yeah.
Well, like I feel like eyeliner is typically the part of a makeup video people want to see, and I was just like, no, you get none of it. I'm just coming back full winged liner. Yeah, no indication of how, why, or when.
I gotta say, I do really like the extra added white shimmer kind of through the eyes and the nose and the lips. It really helps smooth everything out. Like I don't think the highlight under the blue on your eyebrows was so pronounced before.
Right, so I think what I did is I took just white face paint that I used for the freckles, and I went underneath where I lined my eye and underlined it with white, and then I went underneath my brows and underlined it with white. So anything that was like a dark angle now has white underneath it to emphasize the angle.
Yeah,
the angle's going on.
And it's hard to tell because it's a freeze frame, but it almost looks like you've like painted on like a permanent glint of light.
Yeah, I might have added some white on top of the highlight, like just like when you're doing painting and stuff. But yeah, I sort of have like
a photo shoot. You're filming the process, but ultimately you just wanted to get images, so stuff like that.
Right.
But actually, I think that was just the light there. I think that it's just reflecting off the whatever shimmery powder or whatever you've.
So you know what the blues and purples are like doing for me now? Is it definitely, I have like a dusk sky going on. It feels very, you know what I'm saying?
Sunset.
Very like just past sunset.
Right.
It's definitely giving me a little bit of like sky space vibes.
It's like about to start getting dark. Like,
yeah. That's
there's still that little bit of purple.
Yeah, I definitely sort of have like a sky feel to my cheeks now, I feel like. A little night sky going on. All right, you gotta put on eyelashes if you're doing makeup for photos.
All right, from watching your videos, I know that you gotta put glue on the lash and your eyes. And you gotta let it set for a while.
Yeah,
I don't know,
like at least 2 minutes.
Okay,
is what I like to do. And
let it get tacky.
Yeah, and I think I have one more rule, right? I don't. Ooh, I got putting a wig on.
I feel like you didn't end up using the wig.
There's a
Like
lot.
I remember this.
There's a lot of times where I go to use a wig and I put it on. I'm like, let's not. Because all my wigs are so cheap, and so they look good if I take the time to like really style them and put them like with the correct headpiece and like hide all the funky wig things about them.
You're generally small, you know. That includes your head as well. So sometimes they look. You can tell a little bit too much.
Like I finally bought face masks that fit me, and it's because I went to the kids department to get them. But see how lashes just like pulls it all together? Like even when like eye makeup, you're like, oh, that's a little extreme. But then you put on lashes with it and you're like, oh no, okay, it's just dramatic. It like makes...
I was to say, it's still extreme, but it's like intentional.
Yes, yeah. It makes the intentional drama.
Drama?
I feel like that's my whole life right there. Intentional drama.
That was intentional drama right there.
Yeah, I feel like not sped up, it might not have like looked as silly, but I don't know. I do this.
You gotta have the mouth open there. You're trying. It looks like you're trying not to.
A lot of times it's like an thing. Wait. What?
There's a great little.
No, that.
Oh well, that was great, but you're trying so hard to keep your mouth closed. I think your tongue kind of shoots out at one point here. Very.
I definitely stick my tongue out.
Oh! Just kind of peeks out.
I definitely do that. I'll do mascara.
I know.
At least it's not like a up the nostril shot the whole time.
My brother does like, that was intentional drama there. My brother does effects makeup.
That'll get printed up on my t-shirts for my channel. Intentional drama.
My brother does effects makeup, and he always sticks his tongue out as well. It's a thing. Okay, open your mouth. I mean, that's probably...
You're always like kind of gagging, like...
You might kind of need to do that though to like, you know, elongate the...
Yeah, it's like it's all about stretching the skin.
Right.
That's what's going on. All right, bye.
So what's going on here?
Ooh, I did use the wig, but see what I'm saying about my shoulders? Like, can we talk about the different shade? Ooh,
but when you're back,
who
though,
is she?
When you're back and get away from the light there,
oh
man, we need like, you should have slowed down that part.
Okay, wait. Well,
maybe we can try and catch like a freeze frame. Okay, so we made a slideshow. Let's see him.
All right, so I think I came up for an aesthetic for this look. I think it's space alien little Bo Peep.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, you could be herding some alien sheep, you know?
Yep.
I definitely love I like the bows in the braids. The like ribbon. That's some of your vintage ribbon there.
Is it?
For the head,
Oh no, yeah. It's my vintage ribbon I collected there for the headband. Yeah, I don't know why I went like... It's weird. I kind of like meshed all my aesthetics together in one for this video.
The hoops, though. I just noticed the hoops.
Yeah, I just went for like the kawaii, like with the vintage, like with the edgy, like all rolled into one, and just like
it's kind of fantasy
made it a
as
thing.
well. Like
yeah.
fantasy, you know, you could be like, some sort of alien or like mere folk. Like it could be like an underwater thing, an ice kind of icy, clean, Arctic kind of vibes.
And that's why I think it's fun to do things you don't plan. Obviously, a lot of my things I plan as sort of like complete characters. So I think about how all the different pieces fit together.
This is like the opposite approach, where you just do it and then you can figure out what it
and then just accessorize. But I think it's cool because like I never would have come up with this look if I had tried to plan it, you know?
Right.
I never would have done this. And I don't know if I needed to have ever done this, but I think it's really cool looking. I think I look like... I'm looking kind of like... I'm looking a little hot, a little sexy.
Yeah,
I'm into it.
I like the two-tone lip thing. That's like... I mean, again, it's not... This isn't something you're gonna like wear out. But it's awesome for like a photo shoot or something.
Yeah, especially because my upper lip is so tiny.
High
but
fashion.
If it's like the only lip you're looking at, you don't notice how small it is.
But yeah, I think it turned out great. These are some pretty good final images. I didn't take them, so maybe that's why.
I'm pretty sure they're just like cell phone like set up in the ring light.
Ring lights are dope.
And it was dope of you guys to watch this video.
Yes.
There's a transition for you.
A really smooth one. And,
so smooth, just like this final makeup look.
Right.
Just so smooth and polished, like this whole video. Hey, but this was appropriate. The makeup was unplanned, and this.
This was a live reaction.
Yeah, reactions were unplanned.
Like all you did was just throw the clips together and
right.
speed it up. So you didn't watch it or anything.
I purposefully didn't try to look through it.
I definitely had never seen that that footage of you doing that makeup. So yeah, it was cool to see it all come together. I didn't really offer much insight, but I enjoyed the journey.
And it was cool to have Average Masterpiece actually in a video. You guys hear his music all the time, and now you also get to see his cute face. So he's Average Masterpiece on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube, anything else?
Places.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, maybe don't go there. I don't know. But yeah. Well, this is your channel now.
I'm Vicsin, Vicsin on everything. This was a fun little video to fill in between projects, and there'll be more videos coming. Definitely have some things I'm sewing and making and preparing to bring to you all shortly. Not you guys. You're not a bunch of guys. You're a bunch of people, a bunch of humans. I'm making content for you.
Y'all.
And for y'all. Making it for y'all. And little Bo Peep space aliens.
Hell yeah.
Alright, thanks for watching. Tune in next time. There's a link in the description to my Ko-fi page to support future videos. Thanks again for watching.